Monday night, and time for the Kruse Control Show. And here's our host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Monday. It's Monday. I can't believe it's Monday already. December 9th, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host as always, Ryan Kruse. Welcome back everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. You accomplished every single goal that you set out to accomplish this last weekend. And you had the best time of your life. And maybe it's not the best because there's more great times to come because it is Monday. And we are live on Kruse Control. Hey Queen, what's going on? Good to see you as always. And welcome back everybody. We're so happy to have you here. Hope you had a great weekend. As always, I said, it's gonna be great. For joining us back, and we're happy to have her back, Miss Angela Kostel. Angela, how you doing?
Walking down the street, pretty woman.
Down my
Kinda like to meet pretty woman.
Woo, woo, woo.
There's that move.
Gotta have that.
I'm just trying to get, my immune system back into my immune system back and running in a proper fashion is fighting me at the moment.
Oh. How you been feeling pretty bad, huh?
The last couple days, and then it's just weird how you get resurgence. You feel like you get yourself good. You get there, and then a week later, it just kind of hits you again. If you do one thing, if you work out or do some other stuff, it's just boom, just hits you. So I'm it was weird. I had some dizzy spells earlier, a few today. I'm like, Jesus, what's going on? So
it needs to stop.
Good, but I don't know.
Oh, Angela, the Pepestar loves you.
In case you see me on the show, it's forewarning you.
It's good.
Other than that, I feel all right. Just
We're looking good. Looking good. You're looking good. I'm doing good. It was a good weekend. Just getting back to the business this week. I've been doing this live TikTok stuff, so that's been interesting. Yeah. So QVC with Brian, so that's always been fascinating.
Yeah. Right. This little cat. Hey, girl.
It's gonna get easier. I tell you, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get better, and you're looking great. So happy Monday.
Thanks.
Happy to see you.
Appreciate being here. Always a good time.
It's gonna be great. Good to see Angela, and also joining us back, everybody. You know he's here, the Thirsty Daddy himself, Mr. GR Waters. What's up, GR? Yeah. How's your weekend, GR? You have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was all right. Did the grocery shopping and then went and got the Christmas tree and got it put in.
And what's that shirt say, GR? I think the audience can see that shirt a little bit.
I got it for...
I do it for the hose.
Oh my God.
There you go.
The daddy, thirsty daddy. Who your daddy, thirsty daddy?
Yeah, Pepe.
You got it, Pepe.
Damn, GR. That's thirsty as a motherfucker.
Ho, ho, ho.
Damn, GR.
All right, Pepe. All right. Good to see you, GR. Yeah, but don't say that.
You know it.
Pepe's gonna say that now too. Now Pepe's a little Grinch too. Damn it, you guys! It's a good time of the season. It's not bah humbug time. It's not. It's happy times, right? Happy times.
Stupid.
Yes.
No, it's not, Pepe.
Well,
Jesus, the last person.
It'll be happy times in 16 more days, Brian.
Yeah. Why is that?
That's Christmas Day. Hello.
Well, that'd be good. But you're saying bah humbug though, GR. So I'm just saying.
Well, I gotta live up to my Scrooge reputation.
Yeah, it's true. Well, good to see you, GR. Welcome back. It's gonna be fun. Fun show. Monday as always. And also joining us back, it's been a little bit of time. We've missed her here on Kruse Control. She recently moved, and now she's broadcasting live from Las Vegas, everybody. Welcome back, Miss Lexi Covill. How you doing,
bitch
Lexi?
is back. I'm good. Still setting up my house, so I'm in a very awkward spot sitting here. Probably has a lot of echo, but happy to be back.
It sounds good. It's tough too. I mean, it's tough when you first move into a place. You're trying to figure out like what works, where you should put things, and how things should work. You know.
Lexi's
I
here.
hate moving. It's like the worst. I'm so glad it was done with. Like that last like week before I had to move out was like so bad. But we're here. We did it. And everybody who donated, thank you so much. You guys were a big help. So appreciate it.
That's awesome. And are you liking Las Vegas so far? Is it just still settling in?
Vegas is home. Rachel's from here, and I mean she's born in California, but she grew up here. So it feels like home to us. Her sister's here, and all of our friends are here, and so it's definitely better than Colorado. I did not like Colorado. I don't think anybody of us liked Colorado necessarily. So if you're from Colorado, I apologize. It's not a knock on you. It just didn't work for me. So
No.
it is
Yeah.
what it is.
I mean, I've only been there one time, and I stayed there very briefly, just for like a night, and I liked it when I was there. But I'd like to go back.
Happy to not have to eat that fucking food anymore. This is the Colorado has the worst food I've ever had in my entire life. Like I'm so happy back in Vegas. Everything I've eaten's been good. I'm like, oh my god, I eat Jack in the Box all the time, and it's so good. And it's like they had Jack in the Box there, but it just wasn't good. So just like I don't even like it's Jack in the Box wasn't even good. I'm like it's terrible, and it's still so good here. I like Jesus.
What's happening?
Right? If your fast food's that good, I mean, the rest of the food's excellent. So it's Vegas. What do you expect?
Yeah. Well, I'm happy you're back on this coast in this time zone. It's good to see you. We were going to have Jonathan here too, but I don't know what happened to Jonathan. So I got to give Jonathan one of these. That's what he gets. He might still pop in, or maybe I'll have to phone up Dave Batista to take his spot because you know that Dave usually pops in if I ask him. So, GR, I might have to get on that. GR, can you call Dave and see if he is internet ready tonight?
Get on Dave right now.
Okay, because I mean we're always kind of battling him. He's sometimes a little bit
Hey,
busy.
Dave,
You know,
we
he's
need you, buddy. Yeah, okay. Well, get to us when you can.
okay. GR's making that call. That was fast too. Yeah, eat some bananas, General. Good to see you. Eat some bananas. But I'm happy to have you all back here. It is Monday. It's going to be a fantastic time. Like I said, we'll see if we get Dave here or we get Jonathan first. We'll wait and find out. But it doesn't matter if they pop in or not. There's always one thing going on. It could be a Monday, Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Any day of the week. It's always one thing going on Kruse Control, and that is a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, the very first thing I'll talk about is Taylor Swift and Amy Adams, because the audience out there, the fan base, is going nuts about Taylor Swift's next maybe chance to have a biopic moving forward. Honestly, it's been a long time, I think, till a biopic comes for Taylor Swift. But the audience is asking out there, the fans are asking that Amy Adams actually fill in for her publicist, Tree Payne, in the biopic. And they're saying she looks very similar to her. She'd be fantastic. Amy Adams said she'd love to do it too. She said she's a big Tay-Tay fan. She's a Swiftie, and she's been a Swiftie just recently. When she was like 50, she said in her 50s she became a Swiftie. Breaking news! And she's very excited. Maybe it'll happen. We'll have to wait and find out. But I think it's way too soon to have this conversation. But if the fans ask for it, you never know what can happen. But the fans are also going after, again, Pattinson and being like, hey man, what happened to you? Because he was actually in an airport recently and someone was asking what happened to him after Twilight. And he said, I'm Batman. And they're like, sure. That's funny. So apparently nobody, or some people don't know he's Batman. I think it's like a small base of people, but he made a whole comment about that being like, come on people, come on. And of course he has been working his ass. I would say he's working much more than he was when he was Twilight. Some really good roles coming out. That Mickey 17 looks fantastic too. I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. So good for him.
So good.
It looks so good. I'm excited about that big time. So hopefully that is fantastic. But again, Pattinson, leave him alone, guys. Leave him alone. He's going to keep coming back, just like apparently Stallone's going to keep coming back for Tulsa King, because now they're saying season 3 and 4 might be happening right now. Now Tulsa King, first season, he made like $750,000 for that first season, and now he's making apparently $1.5 million per episode now too, per episode I should say. And they're negotiating seasons 3 and 4 over at Paramount Plus for him. So if you're a fan of this show, get ready for more. Does that mean we're getting more of that his reality show too, with his siblings and his family? We're probably getting more of that too, right? It's all about the Stallones, or In Stallone We Trust, Stallone. I don't know if that's even called, but I bet we're getting more of that too because of this. So get ready for more Stallone. Worst Batman ever for Pattinson. Ooh, Queen. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. That's rough. But of course, Stallone keeps going. Good to see Richard Chasey too. And honestly, this season's gonna keep going. And somebody else that's gonna keep going too is, of course, apparently 1923, because 1923 is coming back for a second season, the spin-off of Yellowstone. Now, this, of course, again, I love this cast. You know, Helen Mirren. And also on top of that, Harrison Ford, fantastic cast, and they're coming back for a second season. We just got the announcement when it will be released, when it's coming to a TV near you. Now we're gonna be dropping this very, very soon. I'm surprised how soon this is actually. Coming out, 8 episodes, February 23rd. First season was great. I'm really excited about this whole renaissance of Harrison Ford's career in the television realm. I love him on Shrinking. I love him on here. Keep going, Harrison Ford. I know you're getting up there, but just keep rocking out and keep going. And this spinoff is doing fantastic. Another spinoff that's coming too is The Rookie is doing a spinoff, everybody. And honestly, I'm interested to see what this is going to be like. Now, they're doing another spinoff. Now, this one will be set again in the cop world, because last one they were going back and forth about not being the same kind of formula that The Rookie was. But this one's going to be taking place in Washington State, about a cop who's like having a midlife crisis, a second career path himself, where he's becoming he's moving up and changing his whole career after he turns, like, well, they didn't say an age, but they said during his midlife crisis, this male cop stepping into a new phase of his life. And honestly, they're trying to say it relates back to Nathan Fillion when he did with the first original Rookie show. I don't know. I like the first one, but these spinoffs sometimes are too much for me. It's like, let's just do something different. I get you're trying to get off that name, the name of the Rookie, and do more. But come on, guys, we can do something else. Mythic Quest is doing the same thing. They're doing a spinoff too. But their new season is finally coming out nearly 2 years after conclusion of season 3. Apple TV Plus has announced that January 29th, we're getting the season 4 premiere of Mythic Quest. Now, this will drop on January 29th, and then after that, the spinoff will come. Now, this will air until March 26th, and then right after that, we will start on March 26th, we'll debut the spinoff. They're going to do 4 episodes only, so a very short spinoff on top of that, about the lives of employees, players, and fans who are impacted by the game in the anthology format. So, if you love Mythic Quest over there at Apple TV Plus, get ready for a lot more. Now, if you're a fan of Continental and John Wick, you're not getting any more of that, because the Continental is done after the first season. They are not going to do a second season. And they said this is just something they planned before. They didn't plan on doing a second season. This was supposed to be, again, something that was on its own. They planned on only one, GR. That's what they said, GR. Only one. Now, maybe they had an idea and didn't do as well, but they were saying that this was it, only one season. Basil Iwick came forward. It sucked, GR said. So GR said that was a no-go because it sucked. Did you watch it, GR? You watched it, didn't like it at all, huh?
It was terrible.
Oh, GR.
We used the same hotel for the outer shots, but that's about it.
Oh, really?
Couldn't have sucked more than Tulsa King.
Oh, it sucked a lot worse than Tulsa King. I like Tulsa King.
Still going. I didn't think Tulsa King would keep going for as long as it's going to keep going, but you know what? Stallone's doing something right, apparently. But that will not come back. But AC/DC is coming back, everybody. AC/DC is going to start touring again. And it's kind of great because, again, we had Axl Rose before in there covering because, again, their lead vocalist lost his vocals. He was having a hard time singing. But now this new North American tour, 9 years after, in 9 years, it's set April 10th, 2025. Minneapolis Stadium's the very first one. They call it the Power Up Tour. And the current lineup will have vocalist Brian Johnson coming back because he's doing better now, which is awesome. And of course, the rest of the band's here. They're going to be kicking ass, rocking out one more time, getting those Hell's Bells going. I'm really excited about it. Through May 28th, this will keep going. So if you had a chance to see AC/DC, now is going to be your opportunity. And also another big legend is coming to the small screen, everybody. Chuck Berry. A Chuck Berry series is in development. Michael, or I should say, again, it's the whole thing's been working on for a while. Option the Rights, Revelations Entertainment option the rights, and Morgan Freeman's company and Lauren McRae are doing this. And the idea is to have a drama chronicling the rock and roll series of pioneer's life during, of course, his big time, his big formative years. And he died in 2017. Now, of course, he was big for Johnny B. Good, Maybelline, Roll Over Beethoven. So like some big hits. But Morgan Freeman's a big fan. He's really excited about it. So he is moving forward with the Chuck Berry drama series. Can't wait to see that too. And also Eddie Murphy is doing, of course, George Clinton series too. This is another thing. It's like a biopic based off him. It's cool to see all this rock and roll stuff moving forward. All these formative, like actual musicians having great movies and TV shows based off their career. It's interesting to see. And people probably don't know these people at all. So if you don't know about George Clinton, we're getting his thing with Eddie Murphy playing George Clinton, the founding musical collective of Paramount Funkadelic. And of course, Eddie Murphy's going to bring his style to this, of course. I'm interested to see because he used to have all these outlandish sci-fi themes and like surreal sounds and wild road trip stuff. So I'm interested to see what Eddie Murphy brings to this. Another big project coming forward. And it's, Daydream Believer, Queen says. Great careers from all these musicians. I'm fascinated by it. And also one more musician, Led Zeppelin's getting a docu-series coming forward, or a documentary where they're actually kind of calling it like a docu-like musical kind of deal, or a docu-concert, I should say, a docu-concert. And this is going to be very fascinating. It's sanctioned by the band. You're going to see never before seen footage. Commentary as well on top of that, and they're calling it this hybrid kind of performance. So interesting. I love Led Zeppelin. I'm really intrigued by this. We'll have to see how well it is. The band's going to be very involved with this. They've been watching the whole thing. It's going to take place and focus on the band's formation in the 1960s. So look out for this, everybody. Zeppelin is coming, and GR is more excited though about those ruby red slippers because they have sold from Wizard of Oz for a whopping $28 million. Oh my God, $28 million. A pair of the ruby red slippers from Judy Garland's Wizard of Oz from 1939 did sell, and then with the broker's fee, everything on top of that ended up going down to $32.5 million. That's a lot of money. And that is the lot of breaking news, everybody. Yeah, breaking news. Jonathan says he's still coming. He just messaged me. But I feel like, is my system lagging? I feel like it's lagging. I feel like I'm getting a lot of weird lag right now. I might have to refresh fast. I hate it though. I feel like it's happening. I have to refresh. Okay. Who's got a great story? Who wants to have a second? Who wants a great? Who's got a great story? Who am I passing off to? Angela, you got something?
No.
Lexi, you got something?
You don't need to refresh, Brian. You're fine.
It's driving me nuts, GR. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. I gotta get Jonathan in here. So who wants to go? GR, tell us how you got the name Thirsty Daddy, GR.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, just because we drink on Fridays, and I always have a few cocktails.
Okay.
He started the drinking, and any excuse, if you do an imitation or if you sing, you have to drink, and that's where and I was drinking, and we had a few too many one night, and that's where the nickname came from.
The Parched Papa.
Well, that was a take off of it, yeah.
Was that when the Thirsty Daddy
But as
was
you
born?
can see, I'm not parched tonight.
No, not at all.
Oh, Jonathan, you decided to join us after all, huh?
We can't hear you, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's important the microphone in the ON position.
I believe in you. Oh, Brian's back.
Yeah. Are you still? You're talking, man. And welcome back, everybody. Mr.
We're harassing
Win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every
Okay,
time
hear
I
you.
step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
All right, Jonathan, welcome. While you're trying to figure, we can't hear you. But
Okay.
I feel like my.
No.
Brian, I have one more thing to say.
All right.
Jonathan and Alexi. No unicorns tonight.
I'm always a unicorn, GR.
Well,
I said no talking about it. That's what I
GR,
meant.
you brought it up, GR.
Move on.
All right, Peppy.
We're moving on, Debbie.
Well, Jonathan figured out his system. He may have missed the breaking news, but he's still going to have to get in there and give us his opportunity to talk about what I like to say for everybody. And tonight is their hot takes. Come on, everybody. Let's do it. All right, everybody. Now it's time for those hot takes. This is the time to put 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute. Break down all their hot takes on all the latest breaking news. Now, can they make for that bomb blows up, or will they not? And then that's it. Game, set, match. I don't care. I'm gonna still gonna cheer everybody on. Give them that pop and circumstance that comes on to you. Everybody out there, you decide. You decide who wins. Hot takes, and I can't wait to find out who will be the hot take winner for this evening of Kruse Control. So everybody, let's go to our panel and find out what's going on, and see if Jonathan has any sound yet. So anybody, all right, it's hot take time. It's hot take time. All right, everybody, we're pretty excited about tonight about these hot takes. How we feeling?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
All right, Angela. I'm gonna go over to you. You decide who should go first with the hot takes. Jonathan, I don't know what's going on, man. You gotta figure out that maybe unmute yourself, or I sent you a thing to say unmute yourself.
I can go first. I mean, I'll just do it.
All right, Angela.
Maybe it's better we can't hear him.
Oh, you know, we're getting Dave in here to take your spot, man. Dave, I don't know. JR's working on Dave. All right, Angela, let's do this. All right, Angela, how you feeling? Feeling good, ready, sophisticated, up top, throw them up and down, make some hot takes happen?
Do it. I got my
All
opinion,
right.
you know.
Let's make this happen, Angela. All right, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Amy Adams, I think that'll be interesting, but we might need someone a little more Swifty. Robert Pattinson, of course, you're going to get asked about Twilight. It's like your claim to fame, but yeah, you're a great guy. Sylvester Stallone, I mean, he's just living proof of what you can keep doing and crushing it, no matter how many years you've been in the industry. 1923, awesome. I can't wait to see what happens there. The Rookie, I haven't seen anything related to that. It looks like it's really going to be cool, I guess. Mythic Quest announces season 4. That's great. Don't know anything about it. John Wick's mental. All about the gun fu category. AC/DC announces a tour. I think that'll be, an interesting experience for everybody. The real deal, not just a concert. Let's see, Chuck Berry's Life turning into something that'll be really interesting with Morgan Freeman's Gravitas. Eddie Murphy, he's always great in everything he does. And then Led Zeppelin will be awesome too, and I know it'll be great. I don't know.
All right, great hot takes, Angela.
I forgot the slippers. I know.
It's okay. We're still giving you that. We're still giving you all the special effects, all the good stuff right now. Great hot takes, Angela.
So, just really quick. So the Led Zeppelin stuff, obviously everyone's doing biopics, which is like the new, like how we make money in the film industry and everything now, and all these streamers. So that'll be interesting. I wonder who will be in it. Timothy Chalamet.
Oh no.
Sorry.
No.
We talk all the time.
Shella, don't.
And then I'm surprised with like the ruby slippers, like we were talking about, selling for $28 million. Not surprised about that, but like being the fact that it is like historic film memorabilia history, I'm surprised you don't get a ticket to Oz for that too.
Oh,
Click
you
your.
should.
Well, they
You
did,
should.
but it got revoked.
A what?
The ticket got revoked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So,
great hot takes, Angela.
Yeah, I had to skim through it because I don't know anything about the continental stuff and that. So yeah, you can love it, you can hate it. That's just my take. Like, love it or leave it.
Great hot takes. Well, we love it, and we're taking it. We love it, we're taking it. Great hot takes, Angela. Yeah. Great hot takes, Jonathan. What's going on with you, man? I don't know. You might have to refresh. Maybe just try refreshing. Maybe try refreshing. You can hear me, right?
You can hear everybody, I think, right?
Is your microphone plugged in?
No,
anyways, great hot takes, Angela.
not.
Great.
Harsh.
So
Dave's ready.
Hey, shut it down! Come on!
Thanks, Peps. Dave's waiting.
you ready, Lexi?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to pass it over to Lexi now then. All right, Lexi, I know it's been a minute, but you've always got these hot takes. So let's make some hot take gold right now. Ready for it? Ready for some hot takes?
I'm ready for it, and if my head is turned, it's because my monitor's over here, and I have to look at my notes over there.
You got it. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes. Here we go.
Amy Adam and the Taylor Swift biopic. It's too soon for a Taylor Swift biopic. It's little too soon on that. Twilight fans think Pattinson's not acting anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you not see The Lighthouse? Tulsa King picked up for a second season. Look, I like Stallone. I like Tulsa King for an extent, but then like somewhere in the middle of the season, it's like they just had 10 episodes. Drop the fucking ball. Not a good show. Really, really bad show. But Stallone's great in it. 1923, season 2. Seniors Unite. Rookie spinoff. What the fuck? Really? Like in this day and age? Okay, cool. Mythic Quest returning. Nerds must be so horny. The Continental not getting a second season. I don't think anybody liked it. AC/DC back on tour. Senior citizens are uniting again. Chuck Berry. Fuck yeah, I'll watch that. Eddie Murphy as George Clinton. Fuck yeah. Parliament is the best. I love Parliament all day. I want to know who plays playing Bootsy. Led Zeppelin documentary. Are they going to talk about how they stole most of their music? Ruby Red Slippers. I love that shit. Tell them for more. They're a classic, right? I mean, really.
Right? Hey, hot takes, Lexi. Woo!
I still think it's funny though that those slippers sold for $28 million and Paul Walker's Skyline only sold for $1 million.
That is wild.
A whole car sold for, it was an astronomical price, but a whole car sold for less than some shoes. But you know,
well, these are the epic ruby red slippers, though.
Yeah, like it's one of the most iconic films I think ever made. Like it really is like a beloved film. So I see no reason why they wouldn't sell for an enormous price. But it's so funny because in the original story, they're diamond, they're not ruby. They only did that because they colorized the film, right?
Yeah.
Is that attempt to play things?
No,
That's it's funny because they just changed things.
The movie too.
I think in the book I'm saying in the book that they're silver, and I know in Wicked they were silver too. They weren't ruby.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know about Wicked. I saw Wicked too. I don't remember that, but I mean, it's so fast.
In the movie, but in the stage play they were. So
okay. I
want to see the movie. I'm actually excited to see it.
It's good. It really is good. It got nominated a little bit for Golden Globes too, so it's good. I'm interested. But you can tell us this. They really, when they leave it off, I'm like, okay, I get it. This is a good stopping point at this point. But I'm interested to see like the back half always more. You know.
Don't sing in the fucking theater though. What is wrong with you?
We had that debate
last week, Lexi.
Oh my god, I can't even believe that. Anyway, we can move on.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot to singing. Welcome back. Great hot takes, Lexi. I think Jonathan's trying to get Dave in here. I guess we got to go to the Thirsty Daddy, huh, Angela?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to me.
We are.
Easy.
It's all you,
All
bud.
right. All you. Doing it for the ho-ho-hos, everybody. GR is here. All right, GR.
I got us warm the hose.
You feeling good with those hoes? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, GR, here we go. It's hot take time, GR. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Go! Hot take, GR.
Amy says she's a Swiftie, but she can play. It just needs to dye her hair red. Her daughter doesn't like her being a Swiftie. Pattinson, all he was bitching about was that they're putting all the villains out, and Batman's not in any of them. Tulsa King, I love it. 1923, anything with Harrison and Helen in it's going to be a great show. The Rookie spinoff, the second one's got to be better than the first one. It was terrible. Let's see, who is the Mythic Quest? 2 years later, I don't care. The Continental sucked. We already talked about that. AC/DC back. I love to see it. Chuck Berry series about how it went. I can't wait for that. Murphy and George Clinton, yawn. Zeppelin story. It's how they started. That's what it's about. And the slippers for 28 mil. Hell, they could have had mine for 5.
Great hot takes, GR. Woo, how's it feel? Give them the pop and circumstance.
So almost overwhelming.
Well, great job, GR. Great job. Great job. Great hot takes. The thirsty hot taker. A lot of music. Yeah.
Says Pattinson was more of a brat man than a Batman.
He was an amazing Batman. I don't feel so mean about it.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
like
mean,
it. I don't know. I was a
He was
Twilight.
alright, man.
He's a phenomenal actor, and I'm genuinely excited about that movie that he has coming out that you were talking about.
Yeah, I like him.
Rudy
a
or
lot.
Mickey
whatever.
17.
Mickey
It looks
17.
so good.
That looks amazing. I cannot wait for that. Something that looks different and fresh for once.
Right? Some fresh eye penis is what we want in Cruise Control.
That's what,
you know?
that's what we want all
You
the
have to
time.
be quiet, 'cause
Yeah.
if you say that, Lexi, they'll cancel it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Someone's
Do
going
you
to
think-
use it for their tax write-off.
Bam. Probably. I think it's a WB movie too. So of course they would probably.
No.
They're in trouble.
Out there.
Do you think that Jonathan's having these issues so he doesn't have to do hot takes? I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
just wants
avoiding
to. He doesn't think he can win the hot takes. So
Jonathan?
now he's sneaking back in. Did we get your audio?
No.
we
No.
still
No, we
can't
still don't
hear
have
you.
audio from you, Jonathan. Nope.
He probably has to go into the platform and then switch.
Yeah, is it in the platform, Jonathan? In your settings in the platform? Come on, man. You got this. We believe in you. Jonathan. 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 Come on. McFadden. Let's go. I'm losing faith in you, man.
As the viewer said, you could use sign language.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to do sign language for your hot takes? That's kind of funny, actually.
You wish.
All right, this is going to be the first time on Cruise Control. We're going to have him do sign language for his hot takes.
Yeah. Yeah. Go like.
It's going CS on you, Brian.
Here we go, Jonathan. Are you ready for these hot takes? Maybe you figure out in that time, man. We're starting the drum roll right now. It's hot take time. Or Jonathan, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. All right, go. Hot takes. You did it.
Yeah.
Could be the.
He loves Taylor Swift.
Okay, Taylor Swift loves her, right?
And
Amy
he
Adams,
wants
yes,
biopic.
of course.
Yeah.
And he loves Twilight 2 as well. Great,
He's
Twilight 2, yeah.
really into Twilight. It's like his favorite. He understands.
He's so into it.
Yeah, he's been to Forks.
Yeah. He's not quite sure about that, actually. Yes. Continue. He's very pensive about that. I think he's disgusted.
He wants to play
That
Bootsy
sounds like
Collins in the biopic about Parliament.
The rookie.
Can you play bass? Is that why you want to play Bootsy?
Oh, he's excited about the rookie.
Yeah. He loves
He's
the
so
rookie.
excited.
This is Mystic Quest. He's going, what?
Trying to get his audio to work for Mystic Quest.
And great
Who is win?
hot takes, Jonathan.
Everybody
Yeah, 7 out of 12, that's not bad.
Great hot takes there, Jonathan. You're making some moves, making some moves, and and that was the most fascinating hot take perspective ever on Cruise Control, I would say. So great hot takes,
Jonathan
Jonathan has
has jazz hands, according to Angel.
jazz hands, Angel says. Great jazz hands. Maybe you can go open mic, Jonathan, without your microphone. Maybe that would work. Like change your computer mic. Yeah, he says yes. Anyways, I'm going to have everybody vote right now. You tell me who you think should win hot takes. We're starting the poll right now. And that's very fascinating. I'm going to laugh if Jonathan wins right now. I'm going to laugh. That's just going to be one of those things.
Just based on that.
Mike
Yeah.
won, and he got up and was doing physical karate while he was doing hot takes, and that worked for him. So who knows? You just never know. But the Taylor Swift thing, I'm just like, it's too soon. I know Lexi was saying it's too soon for a biopic, and people like Amy Adams. By the time they do a Taylor Swift biopic, she's not going to be in runnings to be that. Not at all.
She's
Like
34.
Yeah.
You're not going to make a biopic about someone that young unless they pass or their career is over. And she's at the
Yeah.
peak of her career. So how much more is there still to give from her before we get a biopic? Like, I mean, I know
By the
people
time
want Swifties want
Brian's
fucking the
grandkids
world
are-
handed to them.
when
Like all
Brian's
the time.
grandkids are doing the show, then they can do the biopic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. When little Kelvin Kruse is doing it, then we can talk about it, you know? That's the first thing that came in my head. But I just think it's too soon, right, Angela? Too soon for this. You can't do a Taylor Swift biopic.
No, I mean, not when you're like you haven't really lived yet. I mean, you're just getting into your 30s. I mean, you know, she's done a lot. I mean, she's accomplished quite a bit, but like, there's so much more for her to do. I mean, a biopic is like for, you know, it's like Led Zeppelin, you know, I mean, the biopics we're watching are not on people that are like 30 years old. So you're like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have some life behind you. She doesn't have
Yeah,
a lot
not
of life yet behind her, but I mean, I'm certain it'll be great when, you know, she's got like Travis Kelce's babies and, you know, they've got like kids and they have kids or something, or I don't know. We'll see what happens from there. Maybe he'll just turn into a song, you know, who knows? But
just turn
maybe,
into a song.
maybe we should worry about that first. Like, will he become a new song, right? Like all the other guys are like, it's not worried
That
about
happens
biopics.
to everybody.
Allegedly.
Was the Eras
Huh?
tour movie not enough? Like they couldn't settle for that?
I guess not. I guess not. But
No.
yeah,
Well, it's
you know.
over now.
yeah. I mean,
Finally.
And then
What was that,
Well,
3
the
years?
record, what was it with like making what was like 2 billion, some crazy amount of money, like since 2023. It was just reading, or I was just reviewing some stuff about it. Like she had like what 2 billion or something, it was just some absurd amount of money. Like
yeah, she's a billionaire.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
she's done
Yeah.
fantastic. And you know, it's like I mean, I just think though again, you know, it's like we're all saying like, well, Amy Adams I love, but it's just like I just think we're just jumping the gun on this too, and it's just too
Yeah.
soon. It's just too soon.
Amy
It just
Adams
is.
great. I think I don't know. I mean, and this is
Amy
to
Adams'
play her
kid was not
publicist or to
pleased
play
with
her? To play
Oh,
Taylor.
look, no, not to play Taylor, to play her
Oh.
not publicist.
Okay. Yeah, I mean her
Yeah.
publicist. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it's like again, it's looking at we're
But
jumping
Amy
the gun.
Adams'
We're
kid
putting the
did
cart before the horse here.
Yeah. And GR, tell me exactly how you feel about this Continental. It was that bad? I didn't watch it. It was that bad. The fact that you
Can
think
you
that's
hear
really what it
me?
was?
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
hey, Jonathan, welcome to
good.
Cruise
Oh my
Control.
God.
Oh, we can hear him.
And then he's gone.
We could hear him, and then he left. Nah, there he is.
There he
Wait,
is.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah.
know it.
We can.
Oh my god. Wait, right now you can
What
hear
the fuck?
me.
Is that a serious
course.
question?
We could actually hear you the whole time. We were just fucking with you.
Hold on. Don't tell me that. That's not true. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Yes, we can hear you now for the third time.
Jesus Christ.
Peppy, don't fuck with him,
Yes,
man.
my
Don't fuck with
son.
him. We can hear him.
Don't fuck with me.
Hey, man. Jonathan.
It's like a Verizon ad.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God, that is really
Don't
bad.
fuck around.
Here's the thing. It's great to see you guys right now. And that was the most stressful moment of at least my 40s. I've been 40 for like just over a year. Ever. Having to do hot takes without audio is the worst. Is the worst.
I'm playing my violin for you, Jonathan.
It was good, man. It was good. It was totally different.
I don't ever want to experience that again. That is like having to ride on a plane sitting on the outside. It is not only dangerous, but you feel removed from all of the safe people that you consider to be connected to. That was the worst.
I guess Dave is here. Dave is here. Sorry about that, John. Let me send Dave away. Dave, can you get out of here? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
tried to let you down
Bring
easily
Dave
by
on.
telling you
Bring
I found you
Dave on.
disgusting.
I don't know who Dave is, but bring him on.
Dave Bautista.
Have,
Busy.
have a good night, Dave. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
No, bye, Dave.
So, Jonathan,
Hey. How's it
as any of the
going?
music, are you excited about any of these music projects moving forward?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Either the Chuck Berry series or the George Clinton movie with Eddie Murphy.
There's a Chuck Berry series?
Yeah. Morgan Freeman's doing it. He's producing it.
That's gonna be great.
Okay, look, I don't know any of these details at all. At all. If Morgan Freeman is producing something, I'm going to say, at the very least, I will give it my first, say, 45 to an hour attention span. I feel like great talent like Morgan Freeman with, yeah, go ahead and you can answer that. I feel like there are certain people that are more valuable or at least have bigger clout than the stories that they tell. And if Morgan Freeman says he's going to tell a story, you know what? I'm going to pay attention to that story. I might have a significant or very opinionated take, whether it's hot or not, on that story, but I'm going to pay attention to it because I believe Morgan Freeman has earned at least an hour of my attention, right? Without anything leading up to that in terms of that story. I think Chuck Berry
Okay.
has a story that deserves to be told. But what I don't think is that just because it's Chuck Berry, that there is some groundbreaking film or episodic to be presented. I think it's the way it's presented and the perspective of the story. And that's now maybe you talked about something else in your intro and
There's no details really. All it was that he just kind of announced that he's making it. So
I
drama
think
series
it's
about
going to be great.
formative years.
But maybe think could be replaced by hope. And
Some of us
either
do,
one has let me down in the past.
Well, that's what I'm interested too, because I know like Angel's saying like nobody knows who Chuck Berry is these days. There are a lot of artists that have kind of like the
some
young
of us
generation
do.
might not know. That's what I'm saying too. So, but there might be some people that don't, and this would be awesome because maybe because of the namesake, like Morgan Freeman attached to it, it'll get people to come check it out to learn about the fantastic artists from our past. You know what I mean? That have revolutionized music.
And I think, isn't that worthy of his time? Morgan Freeman, isn't that worthy of his time? I would ask you, thirsty daddy. It's never going to feel appropriate calling you that, but I would ask you, can you please define for us Chuck Berry? Who was he? What did he do? How did he pave the way for musicians
He was the
of that
first
kind
to
in his
really
time?
do the crossover between the what we called black music back in the 50s and rock where it became rock and roll. Him, Elvis, and
Oh, he froze.
Oh, GR froze. Oh, we lost GR.
Oh, no.
GR, that was gripping GR. There he is. Oh, he's back.
Foad.
Do you get what I'm saying? I think there comes a point where you become so successful as a celebrity that you start to utilize your name and your prowess
Yeah,
for
that's
other
what he's doing.
people. And God bless him for saying, "Hey, here's a guy that came before all of us." And I think his story deserves attention. I celebrate that. So I'll watch it.
You want to
I'm excited. I'm
You
excited.
want to see Chuck Berry? Watch Back to the Future.
I knew
Yeah,
you were going to say that.
yeah.
I couldn't
Everybody that
resist
watched that movie, you know.
Can I make a prediction?
Okay.
I genuinely believe that Eddie Murphy doing the Parliament film, that this could be big for him and it could revive him with his career, because he's kind of been down a little bit, and I think that he could win awards for this.
He's been doing like the Christmas movies and all of his old 80s movies, redoing them all over again.
He's always been
You know?
a competent actor, and when he does do like good work, his work is excellent. And I feel like he's really well built for this role. Like, I think he's going to take it on, and he's going to take it personally, and he's going to put a lot of effort into it. And I genuinely think it's going to be an exceptional piece.
Are you talking about who are you talking
George Clinton, the George Clinton
George
one with
Clinton
Eddie
film,
Murphy.
the Parliament Funkadelic film.
So,
I
Eddie Murphy.
genuinely
yeah.
want to see who they're going to cast as Bootsy Collins. Like, I know I keep saying it, but like, if you get a great actor to play that role too, because Bootsy's just as important as George Clinton, and so it's
Yeah.
like those two together. Like, you get the right actors, that movie's going to kill. That's going to be such a good film.
I just hope it's not like an
I have to see
exclusive
the
to like
script first.
Amazon. He's been doing all these like exclusive to Amazon things. I hope we go to theaters and get the big experience too. You know what I mean? I'm sick of like, oh, this is only for this. But that's the world we live in these days. I know Jonathan's against the theaters, but like Angela, you like to see that in a theater, right?
Them. I'm not against them. I just don't
just don't
enjoy
go to
them.
them.
Jesus.
Yes, my child.
Would you like to see that like Eddie Murphy take this to actual theaters as opposed to be like an Amazon exclusive?
I mean, I like a reason to go to the theater. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, I say let's do it.
They're just as important too. Like, in all of music history.
It only takes one maniac with a gun to ruin everyone's argument.
That's true. That's true, Jonathan. And you know, I really hope that doesn't happen anymore. You know, it does.
Me
It has
too.
happened, and it's sad when it happens. I just still love the theaters, and I understand why. I'm sorry to hassle you. I understand why you don't want to go. 100% understand why. I just like to hassle you once in a while, man.
It'd be a
I'm happy you're here.
funkadelic shooting.
When you go to the theater, let's
Yeah.
really break down and explore what you're getting. So you pay
Popcorn.
well, no, let's start at the beginning. You pay
Makeout
around
session?
20
Makeout sash?
bucks, 20 bucks to get in? Is it,
Right?
what's that? No.
Makeout sesh, and holes in popcorn buckets.
You know?
You could do that at home without the salt
You can do a lot
around
of
your
things at home.
stuff.
You can do in the theater.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is it's 20 bucks for, let's say, 2 people to get in, maybe 25.
Oh no, it's
So-
like 40.
About 30.
It's like 40, yeah. If you go on the weekend,
Yeah.
it's 20 ahead.
40 for
Yeah.
one person?
20.
No, for
one.
2
Okay.
people.
Oh.
For 2 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, so it's 20 bucks for 2 people. All right, so there's $40 just
I
to
like that.
Then you buy the popcorn, and if each person buys their own, let's call it medium popcorn, that too is probably close to $18, right?
That's why you get your A-list subscriber. You're an A-list or a Regal Pass, and you pay $20 a month. You see all the movies.
Right,
That's what you have to do now.
right.
That's what you have to do now.
And then you buy the soda and the candy, whatever. And by the time you're watching the movie, you've already spent about 75, 80 bucks. Then you have to go to the bathroom, and you miss those 3.5 to 4 minutes because you were
No pausing.
drinking out of that giant soda that you spent $9 on or whatever.
But how about this, Jonathan? How about the moment in time you get to have and connect with people you don't know for a moment of joy and enthusiasm and excitement when you watch a movie together with that
sorry, who
laughter
wants to
and
do
that emphasis and that creative vibe? I love that. I love that.
Hold on.
love it.
I don't want to hear what the lady behind me thinks
don't sing.
of this movie. I don't care. If she's telling so and so, don't you
That
go
commentator
in
is
there.
best.
I don't want to hear that.
I love that so
You
much.
can
But I
do
also
what
love.
did to you a few weeks ago, Jonathan.
Wait,
Turn
what's
around
that,
to her and
GR?
say, "Shut the fuck up!"
GR does do that in theaters sometimes.
Case in point. There it is.
And also we do have a winner of Hot Takes, everybody. Woo! And without further ado, our Monday edition of Kruse Control's Hot Take winner is Mr. G on the Thursday Daddy. Congratulations, GR. Great Hot Takes.
That's right. I always thought
I don't know. You're so quiet, Jared.
Yeah, he's a little quiet.
Yeah, right.
Great Hot Takes, GR.
It was fun. I like the music tonight. You know, back from the day of
Oh, they're so fun.
AC/DC. The Kinky Group was what I call them.
Oh, Is that part of Thirsty Daddy Weekends
Don't go into
Yeah,
detail
oh yeah,
there.
baby.
No.
on Parched Papa Island?
No.
Keep giving away all my
Arch
secrets.
Papa.
Lexi and Rachel brought that one in. I still like that one a lot. Parched Papa on top of that. It's okay, GR.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, you
We love you so
gotta
much.
do what you gotta do, Brian.
Stop.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. But great hot takes across the board, everybody. Great hot takes. There's a lot going on, of course. A big thing that's actually happening, and it's a bigger story at hand because TikTok might be gone next month, and it's caused a lot of drama, I would say, in the business. And there is like drama right now with Barry Kogan right now with his breakup, but it's more than that. Can we talk about TikTok and what's going on, Barry? So all the time, TikTok, I think it's become, it's a great thing for people to connect on social media, of course. But I think it's caused a lot of issues. I mean, X has too, and of course, Instagram. But TikTok, there's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of people going off each other. It becomes, again, a lot of celebrities coming from there too in their own right. But Barry Kogan actually recently deactivated his Instagram, going off his X, going off his TikTok, because he said that he's been having all these people come after him. And this has been a thing that happens to celebrities sometimes too, where, the fans become toxic against celebrities because of, internal struggle they're going through. And with him, it was his breakup with Sabrina Carpenter. And when they broke up, all of a sudden, people are coming to his house, around his family, freaking him out, freaking everybody else. He says disgusting commentary against him that's been happening. He says he has to respond to this because it's because of their breakup. It's because of her, and her fans are going after him.
Brian, let's get the facts straight here. She went on social media and badmouthed him big time and put his address out so her fans could go out and...
I didn't know she doxed him, really?
Yeah, oh man, it was big all over the news. I mean, she almost got arrested for it.
That's
because she's entitled.
Who fucking cheats on Sabrina Carpenter?
He said he didn't cheat on her, but people are saying online that he did, and that on top of that, he's still denying it. There apparently was, they said that people thought they saw him at Boa here in Hollywood, at the big steakhouse with another celebrity, but she was actually coming forward and said that no, that I wasn't with him. I've never met him before. I've only seen him in Saltburn when I watched that movie, and that was Brecky Hale, who's like a big online celebrity too, and she was saying, no, I don't know him at all. Here he is. And she's like, no, I have nothing to do with this. He's saying it's a lie. He's saying it's toxic fan base. There's all distraction. They're going after his family, and he's received all these bad messages that are hateful, absolute lies, disgusting commentary. But Sabrina Carpenter says no too. Now, if you're cheating on someone like Sabrina Carpenter, I can't imagine that, because she is one of the biggest celebrities now for how, for her stature. She's really been killing it. Really, she's had that Christmas special came out too, which is the weirdest thing. I tried to watch it this weekend. I couldn't get into it. I don't know what she was doing. Good for her. She tried something. Good for her. But I think this is a big thing, because this is the toxic stuff that happens on TikTok, on Instagram, and everything, where people have to their stuff is out there too much, and it can destroy their careers and cause problems with their family and their safety. Happened to Taylor Swift, which was a big thing too, and she had to fight back. She's got people always protecting her. Multiple stalkers have come after her, and it's a big problem. Now, TikTok might be gone, but social media will never be gone. TikTok might not be gone. January 19th, if they don't sell it, we're going to find out what happens. It could affect TV, movies. There's a lot of different live streaming things that are big on TikTok, selling products, and also, again, a big fan base. So it's interesting to see what happens with that. But there's been people that made here. People have been made and broken because of this. Is this a bad thing or a good thing? That's the question. And do we believe that we should be using this, whether they are or not, GR? Maybe she's using it or she's not using that. Is that the right place to blow out your dirty laundry, or is it the right place? And is it gone? Will that change anything? That's the question. What do you think, Angela? Do you think it's going to change anything if TikTok goes away? And do you think this is the right spot that these two should be talking about these things on social media?
Regarding, this guy and Carpenter?
Yeah.
I mean, the companies, the fact that it's a China-based, organization, you're kind of already...
They're not based in China. They're Singapore.
Right, but there's okay. Well, the correction there, but yeah, in terms of I don't know if it's going to go away. I don't know if they're going to be. I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't.
I am so sorry. Isn't Singapore in China?
No,
Yes.
No, it's
No.
not.
Yes, it is.
Well,
they're
it's in.
not. They're not part of each other. They're not part of the
Actually, it's
CCP.
like Hong Kong.
That's not even the
Talks
that's
about
Hong Kong was a
but that's not
sovereign.
even the biggest. That's not even the biggest part of this, though. Let's just be honest, guys. Let's not get an argument about this. It's not even about that.
Right.
Not anywhere
It's
here.
about the platform. It's about the platform. Really, it's about the platform, right? So the platform has been a thing that people have been fighting about as we're talking right now. People fight about this platform. And I think that it just causes more drama sometimes than good. I mean, there is a great connection that happens, but I feel like we get more and more of these problems like this, you know?
So where's the
that's-
solution? Where is the solution? And who is providing that solution? It's not my turn. I'm going to stop, but that would be my question if I had a
the
turn
question.
coming up.
Yeah, we'll come up to you. Angela, continue. Sorry about that. Continue. What do you think? Do you think that this is going to be anything that can be stopped by an easy shutdown of something? Or do you think that this is a bigger problem that's going to keep growing within the celebrity community?
No, I mean, well, in terms of like where this is, what's going to happen with it being potentially banned, and like, I mean, I don't. There's been so much stuff that's been brought out on this. I had like a 52-page document having to go through all this stuff because everyone's like, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Like, it's like if TikTok's gone." I mean, yeah, like again, what Lexi is saying. I mean, this isn't. It's not a company owned here. It's overseas. But and you know, with that being said, there's a lot of different intricacies related and complexities to that. I mean, so they can do a lot of whatever they want essentially. So I mean, what issues that'll cause for celebrities? I mean, your platforms, if you're based on that, and that's like if you didn't like streamline yourself in other places, you know, which I mean, celebrities can, you know, they don't have to, like TikTok isn't going to make or break them unless that's like where their claim to fame is from. But I mean, they probably, if they're working with agencies or have other things going on, they're going to have other, you know, they're going to have other ways to connect with their fans anyway. So if this disappeared, let's just say, I think that they'll all survive and be okay and be fine. It'd be more like the people I'd be concerned about are the ones that like, that's where they make their bread and butter only. Like, so there's certain, like people I work with, whoever, clients that just focus on one specific social media platform and then they grow from there. And then you move on to like maybe Instagram, LinkedIn, and different, just depending on what they're trying to do. So that would be an issue to like worry about. But celebrities, I don't really think, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna
Really affect them?
I mean, it'll affect some of them if that's where they're to some degree, but I don't think they're
Sponsorships, you know, happen on there too.
it'll roll over into something else. I mean, there's always going to be something different, you know. I mean, they'll be able to have like they'll be able to transfer their like fan base will follow them everywhere they go. So it's not like they're going to have a huge, you know, like I said, I'm worried more about people who actually that's where their predominant like source of, you know, income is from, being on that platform. They need to be able to, you know, have a platform where they can bring their, you know, like this, for instance, like we're on, have people come over to that and know where they're and follow them. And if they have, you know, if they're already subscribing and they know who they are, they're going to follow them wherever they go. So I'm not like, I don't find that too concerning. And I think it'll help with like certain privacy issues, other things that we probably didn't think about. We, meaning the government, other things didn't think too much about before they started just throwing everybody on these platforms and putting it out here for us to go on. And, you know, now there's a lot of information out there that doesn't need to be, and there's a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I think we'll be able to survive if there's a different.
And celebrities are going to keep putting their drama out there regardless, right? I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you're going to find a way, you know. I just think it's not right to be blasting somebody online like this, you know, but that's kind of what people do now. You know, that's kind of the business, you know,
Well, I think
and people love to start the trash talk.
Get people on your side, you know, get your team, get your squad, you know, like behind you. And, you know, if you're pissed off about something or somebody, it's a good way to, you know, air out your feelings. Have backup,
it's funny how they keep denying, like that's what happens. Like someone will deny it. People are like, no, but I saw them together. And then it's like, you know, it just becomes this whole big narrative that's driven by social media sometimes, I think. And it's wild.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
and regardless of like the platform of TikTok being gone or whatever's happening with it overseas or what can be doing use for, I think that it just becomes a platform that's being used to cause some hate sometimes. Happens on all social media though. Happens on all, you know, it just happens everywhere. And that's what I'm saying. It's like it'll just keep happening and it always finds a place for it now. Now we've entered that door, we've opened up that box, we're there. That's what it is.
yeah.
It's just sad. It's like I feel like these celebrities like that. You're like, as Barry was like, "Oh, this should stop." It's like you can't stop it. You just can't stop it. You know, even though you want to, you can't stop it. Lexi,
Never put someone's address on any of those platforms at all.
don't do that.
Illegal. Yeah,
That's a whole thing that people do.
Doxing is so bad. Doxing is such a problem. But I mean,
Lexi, we've talked
doxing
about
is
that too with the
out of
Sniper
hand
Wolf
right
thing
now.
too. The Sniper Wolf thing. People have been doing this on.
Somebody just
crazy.
got doxed recently that was like a YouTube person that I was watching. That was a whole thing. So
Yeah, can you
were
believe
going
that
to
though?
ask me?
I mean, can you believe that? Can you believe that? Like, of course, like this whole thing's blowing up. We've seen this before. You were actually talking to me about some stuff too. Send me some articles about other people that were like saying that celebrityism is being hated on these days. Is this people attacking celebrityism pretty much in general, or is this just a thing that is, you know, again, the social media machine we can't stop, or is it people just abusing that?
Well, I think like with celebrity, the celebrity has always been like this. It doesn't matter if there was a social media platform or not. People have always stood behind celebrities that they love and care about. So this is nothing new. And attacking is also nothing new. It's just that it's easier with the internet. Everything becomes easier with these platforms and the social media, and everything's instantaneous. Whereas before you would have had to write somebody and letter, follow them out somewhere and attack them or stuff like that. I mean, this has been going on since celebrities existed. But in regards to like TikTok specifically, banning TikTok it's a political move. And I know we don't talk about politics on this show, but if you watched the trial where they were just blatantly attacking the guy and incorrectly mislabeling him as Chinese instead of being from Singapore, and the man had to keep saying, "I'm from Singapore, I'm not Chinese, please stop, doing that to me." I mean, it's interesting how we're in this place right now where we're in a red scare with China, and we're not thinking clearly as a country, like as a political system. Because like I understand there's a lot of issues with China. Like I'm not going to sit here and defend China. China's a mess in its own way, and it has its own problems. And the manufacturing stuff is out of hand. But TikTok is not the problem. And to go after TikTok,
it's the people.
Platform, it's not even like that. Like
people being mad, hate. It's cyberbullying.
Banning it in this, yeah, but you're going to get that anywhere. It doesn't matter. Like I've been cyberbullied. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like as long as you have platforms that people can access. I mean, there's Discord. Everybody attacks everybody on Discord. You know how much shit goes on Discord? Nobody's banning Discord. Discord has more
nobody cares
show up on it than anything else. Like, I mean, there's a lot of problems on there. I mean, it's just a source of communication. It's a communication tool. What people do with the tool, it's the same with like, what people choose to do with their tools. But the ban is ridiculous in this country, and the backlash they're going to see from it is astronomical because this is the largest platform in the world. It's not just like here it's big and in a couple of other countries it's big. It's the largest social media platform, and now you're going to cut one whole country off from it because of who knows what, because you can't get along with China because you can't figure things out.
It's also
preach, sister. Preach.
But like seriously, like you're not helping anything, and you're not going to help. People are not going to like be happy about this, and there's a whole generation of kids that are going to be affected by this who are raised by that platform and grew up with that platform. I mean, it's not the same as like when Vine collapsed and Vine moved over to new, it just wasn't feasible and fell apart.
I love Vine.
This is like an actual legitimate major international platform that the world is using. And now you're going to take one country and completely cut them off of it because you've incorrectly mislabeled them as Chinese and you're fighting with them. It's foolish. I mean, the banning of the TC whatever phones, that's one conversation we can have. If you want to be a dick about the cars, I completely understand like you being mad about China whooping your ass in the electric car field. But like, I mean, it's
But that
it's
takes us
not
down a rabbit hole. I'm still talking about the
right.
celebrityism about this whole thing, though, too, Lexi, because that's the
I
biggest issue for us here in the show is
yeah.
too. It's like how it affects the celebrity, and that's the conversation, because it's like I do
Now
like worry about it. You hear this kind
I
of stuff, and Barry's worried about
yeah.
his life, and people are talking about banning this because these
Well,
things are happening too.
doxing is
You know,
never okay, and it's never okay when a fan base gets rabid and they go after people. Period. Like that's always a problem. That's always been a problem. Right down to Britney Spears and Taylor Swift, and now we have Sabrina Carpenter, and it's the same even with like Chapel Rowan fans. Like if you're on
she
these
got hit too.
platforms, yeah, for sure. But I think the thing that I find interesting is how much Gen Z doesn't like the model that is existing in the world today. The current Hollywood model that has existed for all of our lifetimes that we're all familiar with. And what they're choosing to do, and which I sent the article to Brian, like JoJo Siwa has been their first target, and they're intentionally not engaging with them. And the new movement,
Which I have no idea who that is. I even looked that person up. I'm like, who is this?
JoJo Siwa,
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said
Yeah,
that.
like that's why I don't see her being a problem because she was like, what? She's like a teeny bopper from Nickelodeon, and she's like big on TikTok.
Hey, who cares?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
she had a huge fan base, though.
Entertainment.
But she is entertainment. She's a major. She's a musician and she's a dancer. She was on Dance Moms.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
she may not be a celebrity to the people sitting here, but she is
on
definitely
Dance Moms. Such a celeb.
That's where the
Silly
girl
me.
who dances in the Sia videos comes from too. Like it's not a small show. It brought a lot of celebrities out. But JoJo Siwa was one of the largest on YouTube's platform for years. She was a huge celebrity on there. So she's pretty big. But regardless of that, there's a movement to ignore, and the movement with this generation is to ignore celebrities and the Hollywood celebrity system. And I find that fascinating that they're in a place where they're like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all of this. And we're going to make the movement.
What is the this you're referring to?
All of the way that we currently function, the current celebrity systems, how they function, the way the media portrays them.
Give me an example.
Yeah.
Like...
See, people don't know Angel's like, who is these people? You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of people don't even know them, though.
I mean,
Angel was referring to us on Kruse Control.
Hey, Angel knows us, man.
It's not my fault none of y'all are current. So
I know, right? Well, that's why Lexi also is here because she gets a lot of this. I don't even know there's some of these people right here that are blowing up, and it's like that's a big platform. They found their way.
Like I understand, like a lot of the people on this show are not familiar with a lot of those people, but you have to understand that the Hollywood way is dead, and that YouTube. I mean, if you look at Mr. Beast, look at Logan Paul, look at the way that they can transition around between things. Look at Jake Paul. Jake Paul just fought freaking Tyson. He's a YouTube nothing, but like he's not anymore. That's the way that we are right now. YouTube is not what Hollywood thinks it is. YouTube is now dominating Hollywood. And Hollywood is the old system.
I'll tell you right now, like my manager in LA, which is where a lot of you guys are, that manager, he still manages celebrity talent, but he also took on a second job, which was like retail, because the industry is changing. And by changing, what I mean, based on what I've learned, is the industry in terms of representation, in terms of film and television, isn't making as much money. So I'm with you in that regard. I really am.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of the big stars right now are YouTubers as well. Charlie XCX was a YouTuber when she started. I mean, she has a huge music career right now. She was just on SNL. I mean, like a lot of these people are like all YouTube people. So it's like, even though you're not familiar with where they came from, not to cut you off, Jonathan, but like they all started on YouTube. They're all YouTubers in some way or another, and now they're transitioning into the Hollywood system, but they don't play that way either. Like a lot of them don't use the union stuff, and a lot of them don't engage with
most don't use union stuff.
Yeah,
Most
and
of it's just out there. It's the Wild West now, Lexi. But like the thing is, like, even if they're doing that, like, can we fix this at all? You know what I mean? Because people are just saying shut these things down. That's my big conversation with TikTok. People are like shut it down. People are probably take YouTube eventually, but can we fix it so that people don't feel safe? You know what I mean? I don't think we ever can.
Yes.
I don't think we really can.
Yes.
We can't. You think so, Jonathan? We can actually fix it?
Here's what I think. TikTok, it's a great platform, and by great, just like they talked about Voldemort, right? He did great things, terrible but great, right? TikTok
Oh boy.
has achieved. I'm just saying, TikTok has
It's true.
achieved remarkable things, and I don't need to be solo on this screen. Like I want to talk to you people. Bring everybody up here. But my thing is this: TikTok achieved a goal for a certain time. If we're as Americans, right? If we're going to support the government that we collectively voted for, and this government says no more TikTok, fine. Let's open up a pathway for an entrepreneur to create something that is better than TikTok, that does everything TikTok did and more.
Well, Instagram already has Reels, which is pretty much the same thing. So
Okay,
it
well
wouldn't be
then,
that.
Yeah.
then
would
that's
great.
the answer. I'm not saying what the answer is. I'm saying there is an answer, but what is TikTok at its core? What is it?
Well, TikTok is really just a place for people to like watch people kick each other in the balls and do stuff like that a lot of times. You know,
Is it-
you know what I mean?
Go one level deeper than that. What
It's a
is
rabbit
it
hole.
actually?
Well, it's
Specifically,
it's a
It's a
black
social
hole.
media
What?
platform.
it is a
Yeah.
platform where anybody
connect.
who has an opinion or a thought or a picture or a statement can put that thing out to the masses and maybe gain some level of success however they want to consider success, like whatever you consider it to be,
Angel.
whether it's financial
Yeah.
or just attention, whatever it is, you can put your thoughts out there to the masses and know that maybe a lot of the masses will view it. That can be done by an
Oh, why can't?
American, and the profits can be made
Why
by
does
an
it have
American.
to
That's
be
the
done?
idea.
Why does it have
That's
to
the
be
idea
done
for
by an
someone to buy it.
American? Who cares?
Well, their idea is for somebody to buy it. That's their idea.
Yeah, but like
You know, they want somebody to own it here. That's what it
they're
is.
gonna
You know,
make somebody sell their own thing because they don't like it, and so the way they're going to handle that is go, okay, we'll sell it to us, and then you can like let it be in this country.
What are you talking
That's
about?
some
What are you talking
bullshit.
about? What are you talking about? Make somebody sell something. When
that's
did I
what
say
TikTok
anything
is.
like
If
They're
that?
trying-
TikTok doesn't sell by January 19th, doesn't sell, then it's gone. They're going to
Yeah.
take it, wipe it from every phone in the United States. You know, if somebody doesn't sell to an
And
American
TikTok
company.
was countersued. Instead of taking the deal, they countersued. They were like, "Fuck you. That's actually bullshit."
But this is
If I
this is
knew
diving down a
anything
rabbit
about
hole.
He
coding,
got denied.
if I knew
got denied.
anything
Got
about
denied.
coding, what I
We've
would
gone
do,
to a rabbit hole.
Sorry.
We've gone to a rabbit hole fast. We've gone to a rabbit hole. All I'm saying is this: let's line it back up. Let's square root this bitch. So like the thing is like we're worried about like how it affects people. That's what I'm saying. And like you have celebrities like this, and I'm not going to deny there are celebrities that come from these platforms. You know, they are their own celebrities and they have a built-in audience on these platforms. Sometimes it expands beyond. I've been in auditions where they say, I mean, literally today, someone asked me how many TikTok followers do you have based off a job I was applying for, because that matters to a lot of these companies. They say
today?
TikTok
Absolutely, it
numbers.
does.
Literally today it happened to me.
What
Today
was
I
the
got that.
audition?
There's a lot of
It was-
industries that
it was for a
expect
hosting
your
thing.
social media to
Hosting
be at
for
a certain
what?
level.
It
Which I
was
think is
hosting for
kind of
G-
ridiculous. Honestly, to get a job now, like that's like the prerequisite sometimes. I think that's dumb. Like I do.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean,
it is,
I
though,
get-
Angela. That's what
like,
people
you
say.
don't-
About it
because
is
who
dumb.
follows you or not. I mean, I'm sorry. It's your talent and your skill. I don't. It's like yeah,
Oh
they're
my
looking
God.
to
I
get
love it.
eyeballs,
I love what
whatever.
you're saying. I love
It
what
just
you're
fucking
saying.
it annoys me. I can't.
Hold on.
stand.
Oh my God. I love what you're saying. I'm 100% behind you. Absolutely. So what these companies are saying is you got to have this many followers. You got to be able to prove this, and
To
yet
matter.
they only accept you if you can do all the things you just mentioned in regards to talent, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter how many followers you have on TikTok. It's more about what you can do with the followers of that company, not the followers of your own channel, right?
Yeah, but
Which is what it should be.
you can't
Right.
even
Like, how many followers do you have?
Right.
So and so, like whoever you're going in,
Yeah.
like I want to know your followers.
CW.
I,
Followers who follow you.
Yes.
Put me on. Like,
You
it's-
can't even work in the porn industry anymore without a follower count. Like if you don't have a certain follower count, you can't even make porn. Like I know I'm like it's a veer, but like it goes back to the
No
same
money
thing.
shots for you.
It's an industry that you used to be able to go into without having to worry about anything, and now you have to have at least this level. You have to start your own career before you go and have a career. So once you have your own established social media career, whether it's porn, Hollywood, musician, whatever it is, you have to have an established like 2,000 plus follower count on several platforms across the board to show that you're worth investing in now, as opposed to back in the day where it was your talent and it was those things, but they had to see how you did in a movie before.
Can you ride a horse?
Right.
Can you tap dance?
Now you have to ride a, you have
These
to ride
were the questions before.
you have
I'm
to
just
learn to
not-
do it yourself now, and you have to have your own, like none of these people, I think the thing that makes it really difficult that I look at a lot is how many of these kids, the YouTubers, the TikTokers, all of it, they don't have agents. They don't have like a crew of people helping them.
They're not
So
union.
it's really easy to watch them fall almost instantaneously because no one's telling them what to say and what not to say. And then they'll go out there and they'll say something really ignorant or really stupid, and it'll just destroy them in minutes because no one is there to put filters on these people. And I've watched YouTuber after YouTuber be toppled by those things. And I just think like if there was somebody like being an agent for these people or like saying, hey, let's not
Jonathan?
use this kind of thing, like but like they have to be established.
there,
before they can get
done
that.
that,
I just had these-
made the
Lexi, I've
50K
just had these
already.
conversations
Like, already
with
been
people,
there.
too.
Already doing it.
But, oh.
Sorry, go ahead, Angela.
Oh no, I was
Yeah.
just saying to Lexi that you're right, because I've been having conversations with influencers and people that they just don't think they need to have certain types of brand
Why-
recognition.
Why
They
would you think
they
you
don't
need
think
it
it's
if
up
you're
here.
already established? Like if you've established yourself and you're there, then why do you think you need to pay a guy to help you? But you do need to pay a guy to help you.
Right? Yeah,
Trust
you
me.
do. You do need to have. Yeah, you do.
You have to.
Even
Angela
more-
knows
To
too.
have
She's
somebody help you.
yeah. Anytime you're getting traction or getting growing in that your industry, you do need to have that because
Absolutely.
it's way more important. Yeah, 100%.
That's what Angela's doing too. She's helping people like that too. Market yourself, right? Put yourself out there. Get those sponsorships. You need that.
I am 100% in agreement with you as far as I understand it, Angela.
Yeah.
I think that you're right. There are things that can be questionable, things that shouldn't happen or should happen. Like, I'm with you. But here's where I kind of have my own opinions on this. If you're an independent, let's call it social media influencer or journalist or star, whatever you want to call it, that is your brand. That is your opinion. And the whole reason that we have independent anything is that so big corporate dollars don't influence those opinions and those perspectives, right? What's happening with social media is it's become somewhat mainstream, like TikTok, so that
100%
corporate
mainstream.
dollars, right, they bleed into the independent media or influencers, whatever you want to call it, and now corporate companies and perspectives bleed into the independent perspectives. I think what you were saying, or at least to piggyback onto what you were saying, is when you create something yourself, it is yours, and it doesn't matter if there's $1 billion company behind you or a dry cleaner that makes $150K a year behind you. You're going to say your opinion no matter what your opinion is. That shouldn't have anything to do with what or who your sponsor is or somebody who's paying you to say those things. I may be encapsulating that in like in a terrible way, but I feel like that's where we are. Social media is not a pariah. It's not a problem. It's something that corporate entities haven't completely figured out how to deal with yet. And that's a good thing. And the reason I say it's a good thing is there are people who
They
are
will,
just
though.
like you, me, and everybody else watching this live stream. There are some people just like us who have made millions of dollars, and their grandchildren won't have to work a 9 to 5 because they, for whatever reason or whatever luck, they figured something out that made it work in terms of social media. And I think that what is social media? It's the masses.
cool,
it's
my man.
everybody. Social
like,
media means everybody has an opportunity.
they make established musicians release their music on TikTok, like as soon as they're dropping an album. And there are many musicians who have been around for years who didn't need the platforms, and they're like, why do I need to release my song on TikTok? And they're like, well, you got to put it out on TikTok. So like they make them
Who
release.
tells them
It's every
that?
platform.
Who
Pretty much
makes
every
them?
platform.
Whoever is running them, their agents, their
That's
producers,
every platform.
the company, what Universal Music, like whoever is the one who owns them are saying, okay, we have to put your track out on TikTok because TikTok is how music gets known. Most people like nowadays get their music from TikTok. They learn about new music from TikTok and all that kind of
I
stuff.
still think Spotify and Apple are still the main spot.
But people don't listen to
so
full music,
before we-
they just get little,
We've gone way off.
stuff. I get you.
Sorry, was that my fault? Did I?
But
did I
GR,
derail things
but
again? I'm
GR,
sorry.
GR, is Barry Kogan going to be okay, man? What do you think?
Eventually, yeah, this will blow over. This we're not here to talk to Paul. There's a lot more involved in this than is anything to do with entertainment. So let's move on.
Yeah, I think that this is just, again, bad press happens on these social media things. Sometimes it's just the nature of the beast, right? You know, these things will happen. These things will go down, but we got to keep fighting forward and making it better.
People would
You know?
lose their mind if they got rid of TikTok.
And hope that eventually we get past. Well, we're going to find out very soon.
Yeah. I mean, just piggybacking back to what Jonathan was saying to me is that unfortunately the companies are starting to own what you say. So like if you are going to be signing with any large corporations, they do have very, very, very knowledgeable teams intact in terms of their comms teams now, their social media teams. I mean, they're hiring the best to be on their because they can't afford to screw up in terms of like bringing talent in. That's kind of where the agents come in and start working with who's best suited for that brand to work with them. But you start becoming, your own individuality. Sure, that's there to some extent, but you're being paid to be like, this is what we also kind of need you to be talking about. And if you're not going to talk about this, and the contracts get really, really like very specific, and they get really ridiculous, to be honest.
As somebody who works for an LA agency, worked. I recently, I haven't been officially fired, but I kind of told them what they could do with their opinion, and the way I voiced it, I'm waiting for the email. But here's the way I think it works honestly
Send them
right
one,
now.
Jonathan.
What's that, GR?
Yeah.
Send them one. You're fired.
Well, probably.
If you got hair on your balls, shave it.
Wow.
All right, Pepe.
Pepe, totally appropriate in the moment. It fit exactly into the conversation. Please continue contributing. In the
We
exact
are
perfect
live
moment.
on Kruse Control.
Hell yeah, we are, bitches. Hell yeah. So my thing is this. I think at some point there became a point of confusion between in terms of agencies, and like CAA and all these big agencies have been
Big
laying
conglomerates.
off agents, right? I think there's become some confusion as to who is the client and who is the talent.
Yeah, that sometimes happens for sure. Yeah.
Well, let me clarify that for everybody. Okay? The client
GR Waters.
is not The client is not the advertiser or producer. That is the customer. They're confusing the term client and customer. Customer is who is spending the money. Client is who you are making that money with. Look at it in a different industry. Let's look at law, which is my other focus, right? If I
We're
have
going way
somebody
over, Jonathan. So we got to wrap this up soon. I hate to be like that, but give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I'll take 10. If I'm
right.
an attorney, an entertainment attorney, and I'm representing Brian from Kruse Control, then Brian is my client, and we are going to make money together. He's my client. My customer
seconds.
might not be Brian, but he's
No.
certainly not.
Jonathan, you're over your 10 seconds.
All right, then I'm done.
He's not what? Give me that last thought.
Nope, I finished.
He's not Jonathan.
The client is not the customer, is my point. The customer is who's buying. The client is who you're representing. That's the
Which is what it should always be. And it should always be. And I want to say, because I know this conversation went off the rails a little bit, because there's a lot happening in the TikTok world. I loved it. But I'll say this at the end of the day. It's like TikTok, Instagram, all the social media platforms. It can easily become a platform where people get hurt and people can abuse to affect everybody else, hurt people and love people. End of the day, I think we just have to be great people and care. And I hope that whatever happened between Sabrina and Barry and anybody else that has a relationship gets broken online, I hope that we get better and don't do this publicly. But it's not going to stop until we want it to stop, and we push for it to stop, and we care a little bit more in this society. And sometimes we just want to fucking hurt people, and that's what happens. So when the truth is, whatever you're right. It's just what it is. And you know what? And whatever happens beyond that, we leave it up to the masses.
100% correct. That's 100% yes.
But beyond that, everybody, the Golden Globes are coming, everybody. And maybe that should have been my second topic and not the feature story after this conversation. But I would still say the Golden Globes are coming. The nominees were announced today. We're going to briefly go over this. We've gone way over. So let's talk about that in our featured story, everybody, of the night. So very quickly, a lot of the nominations came forward, and it's always like, what's going to happen this year for the nominees? Because again, this year was kind of weird with like the strikes, everything else, the potential strikes. I feel like the content has been good, but sometimes I'm like, what's going to be nominated this year? The Golden Globes is the first pathway to the Oscars. And right now, Amelia Perez has been nominated for 10 Golden Globes, more than any other in TV and film. Massive. Barbie only got 9 noms. This got 10. And this is like one of those ones that I didn't even actually hear about, kind of like a sleeper one to me, but I know people have been buzzing about it. And it is about like a drug cartel that has a transition during it. And then they become Amelia. And then there's also a lot of drug stuff. It's all like, it's a musical. There's like, cartels involved. There's a lot of stuff happening in this. It's in different languages. I mean, like, honestly, this sounds interesting. And people are saying it's like the movie of the year right now. And it is nominated for that. On top of that, too, The Brutalist is the next one, nominated with 7. This is one where the trailer came out with Adrian Brody. And I was like, what is this? Because it doesn't really tell you shit in the trailer, but I still need to watch it. It came up, but it's got nominated for 7. Conclave is nominated for 6 Golden Globes. I actually kind of like that a lot with Ralph Fiennes. Again, it's about, finding the next pope. It was very interesting. It was kind of like a whodunit, but I wish it was more whodunit. The Substance, people are talking about that a lot. 5 nominations. The Bear, 5, of course. The Bear always gets nominations. Only Murders, 4. Shogun got 4. And Netflix had 26 noms. A24 had 12 noms. A lot of films came out this year, but still it's interesting to see. This is coming out for Paramount Sunday, January 5th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nikki Glaser is hosting. And honestly, for Best Picture, The Brutalist, Complete Unknown, which is interesting too, because that's, again, Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan, Conclave. Dune's in there for Best Picture, which I'm like, yeah, Dune's got to be someplace, right? September 5th, haven't heard of that. Nickel Boys, another one as Sleeper. Best Motion Picture, get those Nickel Boys. But I would say this for animated. I know on top of this, like a big one for anime nominated was The Wild Robot, which I think that should win if you ask me. I don't know a lot of these. Inside Out 2, of course, or Disney, Big Machine. But I still think even Moana 2 against that, I still think The Wild Robot should get that. And then on top of that too, some of the actors again, of course, Wicked. We have Cynthia nominated for Best Actor in a musical, and we have Ariana Grande for again supporting, which is interesting how they did that too. But for me personally, I'm like, what I thought was interesting was that this Amelia one is like blowing the airwaves here, and like there's nothing else that's even close to it. Queen didn't like Dune. I thought Dune would get more nominations. I just thought it did. They had like 2 nominations, and I thought that Gladiator would get more too. But then again, because it came out so late in the year, usually the ones come out later, they get the big nominations, but it didn't. So I was surprised. But again, for it comes down to these movies a lot of times, it's the ones that you like are more of like the Oscar ones that get the big nods, you know, the ones that get those big acting performances. And people are saying that Amelia has like amazing performances, and you got Selena Gomez in there too. You have like a pretty big cast overall. But I'm just like, I haven't seen it yet. I need to check out. If you've seen that, please let me know why I need to watch. But I hear great things about it, and it blew my mind. 10 nominations. Regardless, people love this movie, and the Golden Globes thing is going to blow everyone out of the water this year, and it seems like it is. And honestly, I'm intrigued. But the Golden Globes are going down. I just want to see what we think about very fast across the board. Was there anything that stood out to you, like that shocked you that got nominated? The Bear always gets nominated. I'm like, can The Bear like not win for once? Even though I know everyone says it's a great TV show, I'm like, can we not win for once? I know it's gonna win for all television. Only Murders, of course, will win. Maybe.
I mean, it's it's just like it's Abbott Elementary. It's like kind of over the top. I feel like it's great. It's a great show, but like they're nominated all the time, which is good. I mean, I think it's like you could probably add something else in there, but.
Yeah. I'm intrigued though. I'm like always interested in it. Award season is upon us. On top of that, Angela, is there anything that kind of like, you know, surprised you? And also, do you think that this is going to be like a year where it'll be?
Timothy Chalamet.
Is he going to win? Is he going to win for Best Actor being Bob Dylan? Is he going to win?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm just going to say, yeah. I mean, he's everywhere. He's all over the place on these nominations. I don't know. I mean, I know we make fun of him all, like, and you know, all good fun. But yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. He's in everything under the sun. So,
but isn't he in those things because he's great?
Yeah, he's
okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think there's some question on some of that, but yeah, I don't know.
I think Pamela Anderson.
I think that he's available, and I mean, he's good, and there's some where he's great, some where he's like, I don't know, so, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really.
Charlamagne's an overrated hack. I'm really tired.
But is he really? I mean, it's a great like soundbite. But is he really?
Okay, like thank you for speaking.
When you guys see the Dylan thing, you're gonna be shocked. He nailed him perfectly.
Well, the trailer, but the trailer can only say so much sometimes, GR, though. So I'm always skeptical because the trailer can be fantastic.
I was listening to Ryan. I do more than look at trailers. I also heard the interviews with the other actors, and they were even saying it.
Yeah, I know. Even like,
I don't know what Dylan was like, but the performance he put in with Dylan was spot on.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to see it. It's coming out like in a couple weeks. But Angela, can that be enough? You think that? And also, like, he's up against a bunch of people here too. You know, when it comes to Best Male Actor, he's up against. On top of that, let's see here. I'll pull up the list again. He's up against
Adrian Brody. I mean,
phenomenal actors. Me too. And Adrian Brody, like even that trailer, they don't really show shit for that trailer. I can't wait to see like that movie actually, because The Brutalist. You saw it?
No, I'm just saying his talent. He's just he's
phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's very diverse.
Yeah.
He's always blowing out the water.
He's always good. I love him.
Yeah. But what do you think then? Do you think that does that surprise you? Or are you shocked about some of these nominations? You think that Adrian Brody takes it home against Chalamet?
I'm not shocked by most of the stuff I see. I find that I think the awards ceremonies are mostly rigged. I don't really like think about it. I don't see validity in awards. I don't think it has anything to do with the quality of something or the quality of a person. I think it's just who's being selected in the moment, because of X, Y, and Z. I never see things that are genuinely good get there, or things that deserve to be there get them. But it's better than the Oscars. I think the Golden Globes are better than the Oscars in a lot of ways.
Ooh, why?
I just think that they're a little bit more fair and balanced than the Oscars. The Oscars are very rigged. The Oscars are
In what
incredibly
way?
rigged. I'm not getting into that.
Fair.
I've had that conversation too many times on here.
Okay.
I'm not going into it again. But
Oh, soon.
I hear what you're saying, Lexi. I know. I kind of feel some similar vibe.
but I don't. I mean, I think Wild Robot deserves. I haven't seen it yet, but knowing the story behind it and knowing, like, I'd rather see it beat Disney. I want to, because it's so different and interesting. Like, it's unique, and I just like to see different animation, have a chance. So, and I think, like, I just think this year as a whole was one of the most mediocre years when it comes to film offerings as a whole. Like, I just can't think of anything that's really stood out or made me go wow, or anything that I've seen that's really, like, popped. And the few things that I have seen are not anything that would get awards. It's like, I've seen some really good indie films. I've seen some good anime. But I mean, I don't see anything that's really gonna make me go like, oh, these are all deserving of some kind of an award or another. I mean, as far as Chalamet's concerned, he'll probably win, because anytime you play like a major musician like that, you always seem to set yourself up for, success with
because
the
you're
award
kind of
ceremony.
piggybacking on the legacy that's
exactly what it is.
person,
I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
Except Joel Edgerton when he played Elton John, he did not get that. That was like a big one actually. People were like, "What?" But then again, I like that movie still, but I know people still have their hate for it a little bit. So
where's Pharrell's biopic about made out of Lego?
yeah, that didn't make it. That didn't make it at all.
That movie looks like shit.
or the Robbie Williams one about him when he was a monkey. I'm
that
like, what is
amazing.
this, Robbie?
I still want to see
was
that.
Stupid.
What do you think about Pam Anderson being nominated for?
That's what I was going to ask you, Angela. Do you think she could win that?
I mean, she's pretty authentic and raw. I mean, I know she's up against Nicole Kidman. Sorry, her name always is like, she's everywhere. I mean, again, love Nicole. I think she's wonderful, but she's in every single thing. But yeah, I mean, I know she's up against some, Tilda Swinton, and who's obviously, she's an amazing actress. Yeah, I mean, I love a lot of the people here but I feel like she could. I mean, I think she came back with I think The Last Showgirl is definitely a raw depiction, so I think that'll be interesting.
Do you feel,
That trailer
Angela,
looks great.
sometimes we judge or select or vote for an actor or actress or talent based on the legacy of the story versus the actual acting acumen, performance, whatever? And an example I would give for this, I shouldn't say
Like Night
example,
Bitch you're
but-
talking about, Jonathan? Night Bitch, right?
Well, if you remember when Nicole Kidman played
Nominated.
Lucille Ball in that Lucy and Ricky or whatever that thing was called.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
I thought the acting was terrific. I thought the entire series, everything was magnificent. Did she win any spectacular awards for that?
No.
I don't remember now.
I think
No.
she should have.
Yeah, Javier Bardem was great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
an incredible honor piece for people that literally changed the face of part of the industry that we work in. So these award ceremonies, who's really deciding? I think it might be more advantageous and more effective for us to, let's say if it's Netflix, maybe we have the Netflix awards and everybody who has a Netflix account gets to vote. This is what I think is the best picture. This is what I think is the best series. This is the best whatever. And it's only among those of us who have I don't know how much it costs. They just take it out of my account. What is it? $10 a month, $15 a month, something like that.
$15.95 for Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what we should
Unless
do
you have ads.
is either move away from the academy that nobody else has access to,
I
those
agree with
kinds
you.
of awards. Let's go to amongst the people who are actually paying for this content.
I agree with you.
Among all the
Yeah, like
customers who pay
yeah.
for Netflix, we all had a chance to vote, and we vote for this series. That is how you'll know who the best show and best actor is.
I'm
That's
shocked
where I
at
would go.
how much Netflix like got nominated too. Their
I know,
content is
I know, they're
truly
not
awful.
everywhere.
Like they have some good
All
stuff,
nominations.
but the 26 nominations, there's no way there was 26 good things on there. There's no way
Baby
there was
Reindeer
20
was still on here too. Didn't we do that last year? I mean, I feel like
I swear to God, like Netflix's quality has diminished drastically. I mean, the last thing I watched on there that was even remotely good was that Senna show. That was really good. But like 6 episodes of that, and that's all I get. And I'm like, and it could have been better. And I'm just like, their content isn't good. Like, it's not good from a filmmaking standpoint. It's not good from like an ingesting media standpoint. Like, they have a few good things. Like, I'm very much looking forward to the new Squid Game season, but like, that's Korean. It's not even like fucking American Netflix. Like,
And that is why social media or access to video, what do you want to call this, platforms, is why we can now have the opportunity to present our best work, our meaning anybody in America, you want to make a film? Are you a film student? Are you a middle schooler? Are you an accountant
Get on
who's
topic.
past middle age but has this filmmaker dream and you want to make something and you do good work and you put it out there? I think it should be viewed. And I think
It's a great thought, Jonathan.
An entrepreneur that takes advantage of that and focuses on those things will eventually become a multimillionaire by giving access to people that even yesterday didn't have said access. There you go.
you guys did not. No one saw Subservience here. Then that's what.
not at all.
I watched that shit this weekend. I was like, Netflix, you know what? Megan Fox, you did okay in my book for that movie. But the movie again is like Megan grown up. Yes. Jonathan's like, what the fuck are you
Did
talking
you
about?
like the movie with
I
Megan
don't know
Fox?
what he's talking about. Yeah, you read my mind.
I
don't know.
no,
She's
it
like
wasn't.
a
It
robot-
wasn't.
She's like a bot. She's like an AI robot or something, right?
Yeah, that's hell bent on killing everybody to protect her man. She even like changes her voice as she's having sex with the guy, so he thinks it's his wife. It's some weird stuff. But Megan Fox looks hot in it. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of little Kim Kardashian for me, but still.
God, there you go. Watch that movie then.
A little bit too Kim Kardashian. That's just like the work done. That's like
about- Thanks for turning me off to that movie.
yeah. GR, anything surprise you in these nominations at all?
Not really. I mean, Stan, as you said earlier, I was surprised Dune didn't get any more nominations. But then again, I wonder if it's Chalamet rejection time. People getting tired of him being in everything.
Well, he got the Bob Dylan. They're like, well, it's Bob Dylan, so he's got that. So let's leave it at that, maybe. But I think that again, there's been actors like they must be nominated for a lot. Denis must be nominated, and it really wasn't much. But maybe it could win Best Picture still. But I don't know if it will.
I won't hold my breath on that.
Yeah. and Queen Megan Fox did a good job. She did a good job. GR knows all about this too.
I like Megan.
Sorry.
What is this video? What is that clip? What are you showing? What is this?
That was a mistake.
Right. Sure it was.
It was Rock showing off his acting skills.
Yeah.
Well,
but I don't.
anyway.
But also on top of that, Gladiator, big one this year. Wicked didn't get as many either. People are probably expecting Wicked to get more nominations. But you know what? I hope that the movie, this Amelia movie, I hear it's great. I want to watch it. You're going to give it 10 noms. It's a brand new thing that no one's ever been nominated for that many. It's got a great cast on top of it. People are speaking wonders about it being a musical and being in a foreign language. It's like that might be something that is made to be the big blockbuster for these awards,
I'll ask on behalf of everybody, but also myself, how exactly are these things nominated? Like when you say, okay, who's the committee?
Well, the Golden Globes committee, they're like
Are they?
higher ups in Hollywood.
Yeah, but who are they?
AI. That's who they are, Jonathan. AI.
Stop it.
They're brought to you by
know.
Jeff
Not even
Bezos.
fast.
Anything we don't like, we blame on AI now.
Angela's there. I don't know how she's there, but she's there. She actually pushes the button. She puts the prompts in for the AI. Angela does that.
I'm the one who's putting Timothy Chalamet and everything. I'm just trying
Now I
to
know who to
Word.
blame.
But you get my question, though.
Challengers is nominated for a bunch of stuff. Challengers, and I'm like, I love Zendaya, but like that movie, I
think we
mean,
should be nominated, right? Should Kruse Control be nominated?
I think it's we should be. The Substance was going
Where's
crazy this
the
year too. That got
button,
nominated.
Angela?
The Emmys.
Yeah.
What?
Push the button. Put it into the
I
prompt.
will. I'll do it. I got it. I got everyone's back.
Who,
Done.
who
Done and done.
is deciding? Who is deciding? And then what are these parameters for their
No,
decision?
they never tell us that. Come on, you know that.
Yeah,
Do I?
they don't tell
You
you.
do now. I just told you.
Yeah. Don't you remember like Tom Cruise tried to fight them too, and Tom Cruise gave back all of his Golden Globes because he was mad at the committee, saying they were being assholes about who they were nominating. So people have been fighting this for a
no.
while.
He never
Tell
goes.
me more about that.
Tom Cruise gave up all his Golden Globes. He gave them all back because he was saying that they were not choosing the right people. It was all politics. He was mad at it, so he gave up all of his Golden Globes. And they said they're going to do a big reform after that. Massive reform was going to happen, but they would not give him his Golden Globes back. So, yeah.
I think we should have, and maybe we can come up with a name right here tonight. That would be fun. But we should come up with an award that Kruse Control presents, and it is based solely on the art, not on revenue, not on fame, not on how good looking you are or whatever. It's based on we saw this particular film, project, series, and we feel, we meaning everybody viewing, not just the people on the show, everybody, this is what we think was spectacular this quarter, this year, this month, whatever. Because people in the
Thirsty awards.
industry, I'm just saying, fine.
I was thinking
I
of
think
Kruse Award.
honestly, people in this industry recognize other people in the industry who do a great job. And I think a lot of the time, the people that win these big awards, obviously they're great, but at that level, everybody's great. So what they're really looking at is other things outside of artistry, like revenue.
Yeah.
I think
Revenue is
there
always a
needs
big
to be
thing.
something
And
that is
TikTok
based
numbers, Jonathan.
solely on
And
art.
TikTok numbers. Numbers,
Queen
money,
goes with-
fame.
Brian, Queen
Yeah.
agrees with me. The Cruises.
I like the Cruises. It's kind of nice.
Ew. No.
Cruises.
Let's-
Cruises.
It's a great first thing to put on the table. Let's accept other ideas.
Kruse Awards.
Yeah, don't
Kruse Awards.
nail that in. Don't nail
The
that.
Cruises.
Koozie, my
We'll think
koozie.
about that.
Oh, look out.
I think
Oh,
some
my Cruisy.
like the great. You know how you do your sign off like your great.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's the great. Like great actor or something like
Great,
that.
the Chinchilla Awards. That's what it we're calling. We're calling
Maybe after we'll talk about who would have won in the Cruises. Maybe we'll figure out that name. We can workshop that.
Give me the
We can
Cruises.
talk about who would have won in our book.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come, everybody. But we could have our own awards
Really make
show.
out.
We could do it here.
But
Yeah.
but you get what I'm saying, though. I mean, all jokes aside, I think the people who are really the peers, the fellow artists, we should be the ones to vote on what is the best performance. Not it shouldn't be based on
That's
how
what
much
SAG
money
does.
it makes. Yeah, but
That's what SAG does, though.
but SAG does it based on if you're in the union. Don't get me wrong, I pay my
Yeah.
too, but it's like you got to be a SAG member to vote. I'm talking about any and everybody that sees something on Netflix or on YouTube or whatever.
something.
Right, you get a vote because it's right there. When you click play, there's a thumbs up or thumbs down that says, "Hey, do you want to vote for this? Do you want to vote up yes or down no. Like I don't know. But I feel
I
like
just don't think that the overlords will let that happen, man. People who run Hollywood are like, we want to control these things. And they say they're doing better. There's big reform they're saying that's happening. They're saying every year's better. I know. But before we go, everybody, okay. We're going to go around the table 10 seconds. 10 seconds. What's your biggest upset that's going to happen for the Golden Globes? Biggest upset. All right. GR. Biggest upset.
Chalamet loses.
Okay, I just took mine.
Chalamet loses. GR says Chalamet loses. Okay, GR. Okay, we can do that fast. All right. Lexi, biggest upset at the Golden Globes this year.
Oh man.
Night bitch wins.
I guess if the robot wins, the wild robot, it beats Disney.
That would be a big upset, actually. I think too. I think that they expect Moana to win, or they think Inside Out win because they're $1 billion movies.
It's hard to beat the big dog when you're slightly smaller, but I'd like to see a film like that win over something like a sequel and another sequel. Like, come the fuck on.
It's so
nobody
good.
liked Moana too. Nobody watched that.
People watched it.
It was more of the same. I heard it was like really redundant. It was actually supposed to be a TV show, and then they just went, "Oh, let's just make it a movie." So it feels like a TV show, but not it's just bad. Anyway,
yeah. Angela, biggest upset for the Golden Globes. What do you think?
Well, Timothy Chalamet was taken. GR.
You can share.
I'm gonna just go ahead with Glenn. I don't know. Maybe like Glenn Powell. I can't. For best performance, but for like, is it a motion picture, musical, or comedy? No, like that. That'll just like. You've heard me talk about Glenn Powell before. Again, he's a nice guy and everything, but yeah, I think we're just giving a little too much cred to like.
I was shocked he was nominated too. I was shocked for the Hitman.
Again, I think he's good. I think he's embracing his acting abilities, but I don't think he's not there yet. He isn't there yet. He's not ready to be in this category, right? I don't think he's just like Taylor Swift isn't ready for a biopic. Glenn Powell's not ready for this. So
Taylor Swift absolutely ready for a biopic. Okay.
Okay. All right, Jonathan. What's your biggest upset from the Golden Globes this year? Prediction.
My biggest, has it happened yet? It hasn't, right?
It hasn't happened yet. Not till January.
So my biggest upset will be if I don't have a gig that day and I have the free time to sit at home and watch actors give other actors awards rather than making money from a gig. That will be my biggest upset. I plan on not being available because I'll be working, y'all.
There you go. And everybody out there, I saw there was like, what's the reason to watch it live? It's just so you don't have the winner spoiler. Doesn't really matter. That's why people watch these award shows less and less every year, unfortunately. My biggest upset is if Twisters wins fucking cinematic and box office achievement, because that movie's a piece of shit. That's all I'm saying.
What? Wait a minute.
Glenn Powell.
Piece of shit. Oh my God. They shouldn't have cast Glenn Powell. They should have cast nobody and spent more money on the fucking special effects. Those Twisters look like it's like a B-level movie. I was like, what the fuck is this fucking movie? Garbage. Garbage.
Brian,
you saw it.
Brian, you have to calm down and tell us how you really feel.
I wish I vacuumed during it. I watched it live. I got drunk. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. God, and they don't even fucking kiss at the end. Oh, we're not gonna kiss because we're making a sequel. We fucking fall in love. There's no fucking sequel happening. No tie-in. I was waiting for this movie for fucking 2 years. Bullshit. Sucks. Game, set, match. Kafolnikov.
Did you like the first one? Twister. The first one.
Loved it. Fucking loved it. Dorothy meant something.
Bill Paxton, great.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to the Universal Studios like attraction?
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's fun.
Okay. So this new remake, which I didn't even know was out and available to see yet.
It's live on the Peacock right now. On the cock. Check it out.
Wow. Where did they fail?
Where'd they fail? Special effects. Failed. Story. Fail. Okay. Connection to the first movie. Fail. Even naming it Twisters. Might as well have called it Tornado Chasers B movie. Fail. You know what I mean? It might as well have been called Tornado.
I loved the first one so much that I was
Me too.
really excited about the nostalgia.
Don't ruin your childhood. Don't ruin your childhood.
Don't see it. Don't see it.
Heart. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't miss anything.
Okay.
Just do, like if you're gonna put it on, have it as like background noise. Like
Yeah.
like you said,
Why do
vacuum,
that to
wash the
yourself?
windows. Go to the bathroom, take a shit, whatever you got to do. Just
Yep.
That movie,
Perfect.
by the way, like it inspired me. I wanted to be a weatherman, and then I realized that meteorologists have to take a lot of math classes, and I couldn't pass math classes. So I went to school for journalism, and news and anchoring and broadcasting outside of weather because I couldn't pass the math classes. But that movie had an impact on me. Like
Well, I tell you what, Jonathan.
The good thing to let you know is that you don't have to go to meteorology school anymore to be a meteorologist. I actually did it
Right.
for a while, and I was not a
100%.
meteorologist license.
Wow,
Yes,
And also on top of
you
that,
got lied to, Jonathan.
I sure did.
this movie will not make people want to do that.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. As always, we appreciate you. Hope you had a happy Monday. It's been a good day. We're starting the week off strong, and we're getting saucy and sexy, and we're getting into some shit, and we're having a great time. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a great time tonight, as always. Keep on the love. Keep on the thirstiness that GR is bringing to the table every day, and can keep having fun, everybody. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here. As always, around the table. Thank you. Miss Lexi Covill, welcome back. Lexi, good to see you. Hope you had a great time tonight. It's been too long. Welcome back, and happy time zone change. Appreciate you.
Love it. Glad to finally be in a place where I'm not, hours behind you or ahead of you.
And Lexi, it's just good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And again, here we go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here as always. Yes.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, we're over, General. Welcome for being here as always. This is a long show for a Monday for us, but appreciate you being here. Mr. John McFadden, happy we can hear you, man. Hope you had a great time tonight, and thank you for being here on Kruse Control as always, man.
It's always my pleasure. Sorry for the difficulties in the beginning, but I hope I brought something valuable to the table. And if I didn't, then hey, I filled a spot that you need, to have filled. So
You hurt Dave's feelings by fixing your mic.
who's feeling?
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
Tell him, Jonathan. Tell him.
Hey, listen, it's all about the money. It's all about
Thanks
the
for being here,
money.
Jonathan.
Look, art is important. Money is better. Go ahead.
Don't mess with Dave, Jonathan. If you mess with Dave, he might find you sometime, and you gotta be very careful because Dave is he's a friend of the show, man. Friend of the
Great.
show.
Hey Dave, I don't know who you are, but I welcome you and I support you.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
I don't know
Dave
what's going
Bautista.
on, so we're gonna move
You
to
don't-
the next person.
You don't want to say you don't know Dave. Be careful about that. Mr.
well,
GR
I love-
Waters.
GR!
Thank you, Thirsty Daddy, for being here. As always, hope you had a great time, GR.
I did it. Blast tonight.
Good to see you. As
Gatorade and vodka.
always, GR.
Just a Gatorade tonight. The vodka's, I say, for Friday.
That's a crock of
Yeah.
shit.
And he goes
That's
deep on a
true
Friday.
tonight.
We went deep this last Friday. I don't even know what happened. Miss Angela Kostel, thank you, Angela, for being here as always. Hope you had a great time. Happy to have you back. Thank you so much, Angela. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Woo! Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Woman walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman.
All right.
Woo!
Unexpected. That part.
Thank you for being here.
It's every show, Jonathan. Everyone, I have to do the woot woot woot.
It was
yeah.
you go from like this like classy Vegas hostess to like Arsenio Hall, and
I know, I've heard that. It's like a mix of like Julia and Arsenio. You gotta bring him back. We love him. We love Arsenio, Julia.
okay, I'm a fan. There it is.
And Dave, if you're still out there, thank you for being here, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Always good to not
We
have
are
that.
family, Dave. Yes, we are family. And Jonathan wants to know who you are, Dave. He wants to know who you are. That's what I said to him too. And he's trying to get personal with you, man. That's never good. That's never good, Dave.
Hearing his responses, I don't hear anything. I don't see any. But what are you talking about?
Dave, tell him the truth.
Talking to
I have
Dave.
sensitive nipples.
All right. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. As always, appreciate you, Dave. Keep spreading that love. Keep spreading that joy. We'll be back on Wednesday, everybody, but keep spreading that love because right now we are at 6,553 subscribers. Thank you all for being here, as always. Keep those numbers going.
I told you. Right.
They keep going up. They keep going up. Can we get to 7,000 by the end of the year? Let's hope so. Mike Casey thinks we'll get to 10. I don't know if I believe that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a few weeks left.
Watch.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. We would love that.
All right.
But it comes down to you, everybody out there. You got to keep spreading that love. You got to tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great. Gotta get this check out. Great grandmas and grandparents that came down from Xenon and Pluto and came down and jumped his bathtub and slid across GR's backyard. He had a spud back going on. That was fantastic with chinchillas, beavers, and bears. They're all rubbing up in that tub, having a great time with Emo. I say Emo, and Elon Musk is there too. He's rubbing their backs too, and they're having a great time. They got firefighters coming in. They're spraying people down with hoses. And the chinchillas are subscribing because they can't stop. They have everybody's cell phones across the nation subscribing. They're in a bathtub now. It's massively big. Jupiter's there, flies in there. They subscribe too because Jupiter loves Kruse Control because there's a lot of great animal and aliens out there. It's fantastic. The kangaroos pop in from GR's backyard. They're there too. They're barbecuing with GR. It's fantastic. Making burgers, burgers, and burgers and hot dogs. They're making burgers and hot dogs. It's fantastic. They all subscribe because they all love you. And the mailman says, "What the fuck is going on? I'm going home." But he still subscribes. And everybody, thank you for being on Kruse Control. As always, we appreciate you. Have a great Monday. Take care of yourselves. Watch out for those beavers and the chickens too. Sometimes they peck at your penis and it's fine. And the chinchillas are there, you know. The chinchillas are there. They're cool. They're cool. Not as cool as them.
Like Bob
Not as cool
Dylan.
as. Yeah, like Bob Dylan. Oh, yeah. And then wait till Timothy Chalamet's playing the chinchilla in the Kruse Control movie. It's going to be fucking nuts. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Until next time. See ya.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.